Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories. As always, I'm your host Chris Jack, back today with another review of a pair of Jordans that I briefly showed you yesterday. It's none other than the Air Jordan 1 Mid Fearless SEs from Maison Chateau Rouge. Alright, so this was the pair from Sold DXB that I actually won the proper raffle on and was able to cop, and I was really excited about that, as again, didn't have a real opportunity to be able to purchase these here in South Africa. So yeah, that was a massive win for me, and these in hand are just something else, exactly like those Melody Asanis. They've really blown me away with just how much detail and effort has gone into these collabs from the Fearless pack. Now this particular shoe was done in a collaboration with designer Youssouf Fofana, who owns a brand called Maison Chateau Rouge out of Paris, from the Parisian neighbourhood itself, Chateau Rouge. Now the inspiration behind Maison Chateau Rouge and this particular pair, in fact, is really drawn from African heritage and mixed diversity of cultures, etc., which is represented on the shoe by using a whole host of different colors and a whole mixture of different material textures, which really represent the richness of diversity, not just found in the Chateau Rouge area, but on the particular pair itself. Now, from a colorway perspective, from what I've read online, Youssouf really wanted to have a reinterpretation of the famous UNC colorway. So you've got that UNC blue over here, that light sort of powdery blue. However, it's been softened and he wanted to create a warmer version of the UNC. So there you can see all the undertones of these lighter sort of off-white colors and almost these creamy colors, but then also representing brown here in the swoosh and this panel over here, which represents Africa. And then last but not least, the yellow touch points that you can see throughout the shoe are his brand colors from Maison Chateau Rouge. So yeah, you've got a whole cool little mix of it. In my opinion, they really work well together. Like, I think this shoe is absolutely slept on. Maybe not as much stuff that was happening in the Melody Asani review that I did yesterday, but just from a material and texture point of view and all of that, like, these are definitely worth having, in my opinion. But starting underneath with the outsole of the shoe, just a flat yellow done over here, so it really highlights the midsole, which is done in an almost sail colorway over here with white stitching throughout. And then moving into the upper, this is obviously where things get really interesting on this particular pair, because you've got all these leathers here which have just been texturized, and it's really soft. So in the heel section over here, you've got that light sort of powdery blue, then you've got a deboss pattern that's been printed into that, and then the Air Jordan Wings logo, which is done in a brown, has actually been raised off that in its own unique panel. And then onto the swoosh, you've almost got this waffle-like texture that's over here. It is very soft to the touch as well. And then to seal that in, you've got this red stitching over here, and that red stitching that you can see it just in the back of the swoosh over here, and even in the top of the tongue section over there, pays tributes to the craftsmanship of both African and Parisian artisans. Moving further down to the mid panel of the shoe, this is a lightly sort of tumbled leather look and finish that you're getting with that. And then again, you have a more triangular sort of waffle print on this particular piece, and then in the toe box matching up with the heel section, just that sort of swiggly debossing that happens throughout. The medial side of the shoe is much the same as the lateral. You do also have the hits of leather in the eyelet sections here of the lacing section, and then moving up to the tongue, you do also have standard nylon tongue, and you've got this hit of yellow with the Jordan Jumpman logo with Air written underneath, and then as mentioned at the top of that, the oversized red stitching, just tipping its head to the craftsmanship of African and Parisian artisans. Now, from a lacing perspective, the shoes do come laced with standard white flat laces. However, they have these awesome aglets on the end of that, and that's basically got every single color that you'll see in this particular shoe, at least all the highlighted colors, and then the same on the second pair of laces, which is a brown pair provided with the shoes as well. And then just to quickly show you the hang tag on this is a really thick hang tag over here, and that's just got the Fearless logo on the one side, and then that quote, "Limits like fears are often just illusions," representing the Fearless campaign from Michael Jordan's induction speech into the Hall of Fame. Now, much like the Melody Asanis, these are also a long time sold out, so if you do want to get a pair, you'll have to look to the resale market, unfortunately. The prices of these are not bad right now. They're around $200 depending on size, which is a really good deal for this particular pair in my opinion. From a size perspective, they did release from a UK 5 to a UK 15, so there's literally a size for almost everyone there, as it is men's sizes only on this particular pair. But that's pretty much it for this particular pair. I hope you guys have enjoyed the review. And just something on GOAT before I go, guys. Yesterday, unfortunately, my account on GOAT got hacked, and someone was able to get away with about $2,000 worth of orders on my credit card. I have no idea how that was even physically possible, but somehow they managed to do it. So I would recommend you all, if you are still watching this, to reset your password on Goat. There hasn't been any official announcement from them of having any kind of security breach yet. However, from what I've seen online, I definitely was not the only one. So we could be in for another little rough road with what happened to StockX a couple of months ago. So holding thumbs that it's not, and holding thumbs I get my money back. But yeah, that's it from me for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Please hit the subscribe button right here for more content like this down the line. But that's it from me. I'll catch you on the next one.